Hi, welcome back to Frequently Asked Questions of Holistic Practitioners. This is a series where we answer the questions for potential, new, and current clients to help them feel more comfortable in their sessions. Just a note, this video is for educational purposes only. Holistic wellness services should be used as a complement, not a replacement for modern medicine. Now on to today's question, which is all about spirit work. The question is, do I need to speak or interact during a spirit work session? This is kind of broad because it depends on what kind of spirit work session you're having, and it depends on your practitioner. So I'm going to say during a past life regression session, yes. As the practitioner, I'm going to be asking you questions. We're going to possibly be recording the session so you have it for afterwards so you remember everything. We're going to ask you questions and help guide you, ask you to look at things and stuff like that. So yes, a past life regression, you're going to be asking, you're going to be interacting. A soul retrieval, no. You are not going to be interacting during the active part of a soul retrieval session. That is a very deep meditative journeying session. We will talk before, we will talk after, but not during the actual journeying part of the session. Now, I don't know, other practitioners may do it differently, but that was how I was taught. And I was taught by a shaman who I follow their ritual, their protocols, and we do not talk during the session. We talk at the beginning, we talk at the end. So in soul retrieval here at the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness, no, we would not be talking during the heart of the session. Any other spirit work, probably 99% of the time, it is more conversation-like than like a Reiki session where you lay on a table and we work with energy. A lot of times, spirit work readings, we're more, I'm sitting, you're sitting. It's more of a conversation. Medium work, again, more like a conversation. We're interacting back and forth. So I think it really just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to learn to meditate and create your space and or meet your guides, it's usually a guided meditation where the practitioner will guide you, but you are meditating, not interacting with the guide or the meditation guide. You're interacting in your subconscious with yourself, creating these things or meeting these guides, but you're not interacting with the person guiding you. So this question's a little nuanced. It really does depend on what kind of service you are having done in a spirit work session. There's a lot of different things in spirit work. The most often it's cleansings and clearings, which are deeper than a cleansing or clearing in Reiki session. And those, again, I do not speak during those. The client, I usually send them into a meditative state and then I work it. Soul retrievals, we do not talk. Everything else I pretty much talk through if the client wants to talk. Some things you have to talk through, like medium sessions, if you have questions or something like that you want me to ask whoever showed up, I will ask, but I don't know the questions till you tell me. If it's a reading, a possible psychic reading, then again, it's going to be a back and forth kind of thing. It's never going to be a totally one-sided thing. Except for one time I know it was, but it was more because I ended up talking to the person's dog, not them. And so I was just relaying messages that the dog wanted them to know. That was an interesting session. I'd never had one like that before, so it was new. But normally I do back and forth and it's a conversation. So should you speak? In some instances, yes. In some instances, no, because you're not supposed to be thinking in that. You're supposed to be working on yourself in a meditative state. But if you're not supposed to be in a meditative state and your practitioner's good with it, or it's a session where you're talking with ancestors or guides or recently passed loved ones, then yeah, it's more like a conversation. So it depends on your practitioner and the type of session. But overall, the answer to the question is, should you speak or participate or interact, is it depends on the session and the practitioner. But for the most part, there are some where you will. If you like this kind of content and would like to see it shared more, please follow, like, share, subscribe. We'd like to get this out to a lot more people. So until next time, bye.